gentlemen, welcome to another great episode of The Stoop, where we talk hoops, and more hoops. I'm your guy, TJ, man. And before we get into today's episode, listen, if you need a basketball, no matter what you're doing, if you need it for your AAU tournaments, just outside, whether you in the gym, you need a custom-made ball like one we got right here. You got to hit up my guys at 24/7 Sports, 24/7 right here. You see it. Shout out to my guy, Dave. Hit him up. They got you. All right, now let's get to it. Gotta shout out my man with the plan, my main man, my brother from another, our co-host, co-founder of The Stoop, my man Kev P. Kev P, talk to the people, bro.
As always, it's a pleasure to be here. Let's do this.
Hey, Kev P, when we talk about Southeastern basketball, this homegrown product started in Norristown, Pennsylvania, by way of Norristown High. Then he took his talents to Temple University, lit up Broad Street, and had a storied career, man. We talking about everything that we're going to get into and so much more. He's an international star, as well as lighting up the TBT, man, bringing the crew together, better known as Brotherly Love. Ladies and gentlemen, on The Stoop today, our special illustrious guest is Mr. Khalif Wyatt. Mr. Wyatt, thank you so much for coming on the show.
What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for having me, fellas.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to go get right into it. Who was the first person to put the ball in your hand?
First person to put the ball in my hand. So I got an older brother that's 8 years older than me. He's a basketball junkie. He watched basketball. He played basketball. He didn't play past high school, but that's all he did was watch basketball and play basketball. So yeah, he would get the credit for being the first person I seen actually playing basketball and giving me the basketball, and he's still with me to this day.
Absolutely. So in terms of you playing and getting busy, at what age did you figure out, man, I may be able to do something with this in the future? What age was that for you?
Well, I loved the game from the rip, off jump, 3, 4, 5 years old. I love basketball. I love watching basketball. I love playing basketball in my little Fisher Price court. I was good early, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wouldn't say I was taking the game like super serious. I just love playing basketball. I love watching basketball. At what age I say that I actually say, you know what, maybe I can be a professional basketball player? I probably didn't have those thoughts until about 10th grade, 10th, 11th grade, something like that.
Go ahead, Kev.
Okay. So we're going to speed past that because we know you did well in high school and everything. You got your division titles and all. But in 2013 at Temple, you were invited, basically, you and the team, of course, to the tournament, and you went on to straight torch teams. You had 31 versus North Carolina State, and that moved on to the top-seeded Indiana, where you had to play Oladipo. And they had no answer for you there either. They had to tweak their defense for you. They was ready to guard you on the bench. They were following you around. Take us back to that game. Like, what kind of zone and what kind of feeling were you in at that moment?
That's my senior year at Temple. Of course, I'm super excited to be playing in the NCAA tournament. I played in the NCAA tournament all 4 years I was at Temple. But it was super special, because that was my senior year. And I definitely wanted to make sure that I went out with a bang. So, yeah, we beat NC State in the first round. I had 31. And then we went up against the number 1 seed Indiana, and I had 31 again. And man, I that's one of the games where I just wish you could have a player 2 back, because I think we had a really good chance to beat them and to advance in that tournament. And that ended up being my last college game, but a lot of people still remember that game and talk about that game and talk about that whole tournament experience for Temple fans and fans of myself and people from my hometown. So that's always cool.
So now Temple's coach, Fran Dunphy, you had a very tumultuous relationship with him, to say the least. But you've also gone on to sung his praises as well. What are some of the issues that you guys might have had, and then how did you two iron it
out? Coming into college, 18 years old. You think you're a lot better than you really are. I've been coached in high school, but I was always one of the best guys on the team most of the time, and was able to, get away with a lot of stuff because I was talented. But Coach Dunphy, he made that very clear from the beginning, from the first day I stepped on campus, that nothing was going to be given to me, that I was going to have to earn everything, that I was going to have to be mature, that I was going to have to be punctual, I was going to have to be the things on time. I was gonna have to respect people's time and all these things that I'm really just hearing for the first time as an 18-year-old kid. So I mean, yeah, I had to learn a lot of lessons the hard way. But you know, as our relationship grown, as I was there for those 4 years, each year we just gained more and more respect for each other, and I just gained respect for the man that he ended up molding me into. You know, for those 4 years, uh, and you know, even to this day, me and Coach Dunphy, we talk at least once or twice a month. So he's still heavily
That's what's
involved in
up.
my life, and I'm grateful for him.
That's what's up.
Now,
That's it.
when it comes down to it, man, I'm a dude from Reading, PA, and I went to Temple. I'm a Temple alum as well. Norristown, P Town, Coatesville, Chester, man, all hotbeds for talent, man. And be real with you, they're the best kept secrets outside of PA. Like nobody pretty much knows unless you in PA or know hoops culture, man. So coming from these area, is that what made it excuse me, is that what brought the toughness out of you? Do you credit a lot to where you from? Speak on that for a second.
Yeah, I can't speak for any of those other areas, but as far as Norristown goes, man, we played basketball. Like I grew up right across the street from the most popular park in my neighborhood, which was Oak Street Park. It was literally I could see it off my porch. Like I could see the I could see the court. I could hear the balls bouncing. So I spent a lot of time down there from fifth grade to high school graduation. I spent countless hours down there playing 1-on-ones, 2-on-2s, 3-on-3, however many people was down there. That's how we were playing. Uh, so I just played a lot of basketball, a lot of competitive basketball. And then I think as far as those areas too, another thing that we probably all have in common is that being on the outskirts of Philly
Yeah,
is that a lot of people will say, y'all not in Philly, y'all not Philly and things like that. And you know that as you hear that sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, and you start traveling to those places and playing versus those guys, you begin to develop a chip. Like, like I don't know if y'all know, but we play basketball out here in Norristown. So yeah, I definitely developed that chip early, man. Sixth, seventh grade, we was going down, going in the city and playing competitively.
got you. So since high school, man, and being a PIAA district winner, you've won so many accolades and so many players of the years and special team honors that you've received. But what was that one honor, man, that you got that you had to look back and tell everybody, yeah, I told you so?
Uh, I would have to say if I had to pick out one honor, I'm gonna say Big Five Player of the Year my senior year. It's gonna have to be a tie because my senior year I got Big Five Player of the Year and I got
Yep.
Atlantic 10 Player of the Year. So it's a tie out of those two. Just based off the fact that coming in as a freshman, nobody would have predicted that my senior year that I would be the best player in the city and the best player in the Atlantic 10 conference.
No doubt.
You signed on to play in the French league and then headed back to the States after the season to compete, in TBT. The other TBT teams are comprised of alumni from various colleges, but Brotherly Love is made up of guys from the Philly area, such as yourself. How did you guys formulate this team?
Yeah, I was last professionally playing in France, and our season ended short due to COVID. So I came home. I can't remember if it was when I was in France or when I got home that the Team Brotherly Love reached out to me because this is my first year playing with them. They've been together for about 5 years, I want to say.
But you had
Uh,
played in TBT prior to that, though.
I played in TBT previously, but not with them.
Right.
So they reached out to me either while I was in France or while I was home and invited me to play with them. And I jumped at the opportunity just because you get a chance to represent the area, get a chance to
Right.
represent the city, and I knew a lot of the guys on the team already. So yeah, I accepted the offer to play with those guys, and it was actually very great because gyms were closed during COVID and stuff like that. But they were still preparing for the TBT, so I was able to get in the gym, and they were having gym access where a lot of the people wasn't really having gym access due to COVID. So I got a chance to get in the gym earlier than a lot of people probably did, and as we prepare for TBT.
Now you mentioned COVID, and Brotherly Love was the only team that was able to advance around because the game was canceled due to the coronavirus. At that point, it's still kind of early. People are still kind of skeptical and panicking about it. And for you guys, it was like right there for you, because even though you're in a bubble. What was the sentiment of the team at that particular point?
Honestly, we was happy. I mean, not that we was happy that we wasn't happy that somebody got COVID, but I mean, we was happy that we got to advance without playing the game because, you know, we was trying to get to the championship and get to the money. So
Right.
that was a free win for us. Me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. I wasn't like spooked or anything like that. Like I was staying as safe as possible. I wasn't doing anything I wasn't supposed to be doing. I wasn't going anywhere I wasn't supposed to be going. So I was personally like, you know, we're gonna take that W.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I did.
It was December 22nd, and my co-host and I, who was you see by his colors, he is Syracuse alum, attended a game where you went off for 33 and you outshined Christmas and MCW in the building. So let's talk about something, man. Everybody knows when them lights in the garden shine on you, it's a different type of lane, it's a different type of light. Was it one of them games where you were just simply in the garden doing your thing? Was you in your bag, or was it a combination of the both?
Well, that was my senior year as well.
Yep.
I was definitely looking forward to playing in the Garden. That was a dream come true for me. That was my first time playing in there. So I'll never forget pulling up, or like I guess we had to ride by, like to go down, like to get in the tunnel or whatever. But to ride by, like the Garden out front, they had like pictures and stuff up there for the event that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen my picture on front of the Garden, and I was like, oh, I gotta go in here and show off. So yeah, that's what I did. I went in there and you know, had a really good game and we won, which was, you know, the most important thing always. But that was great, man. That was just great to do that there, to have, you know, my family and friends watching and yeah, going crazy in the Garden.
Yeah,
It
we
was great
appreciate
for you. It wasn't great for me.
it. Was I appreciate you. I got a
Yeah.
free dinner on the ride home. Appreciate
Yeah,
you, brother.
man.
Anyway, so since leaving the yard, man, you going over into other countries, man, and just simply did your thing. But when you really arrived, it was when you spent some time in Israel. What clicked at that point? When did you know it was go time, and why did you give Israel all that they needed and more? What was going on?
I mean, I was there for once I was in Israel for 4 years, almost 5. And yeah, each year I got better. I just got better and better. I was getting older. I was getting better as a player, and I was just you know, maturing. My game was maturing. My confidence was maturing as a pro, and you know, I was just playing. I was just playing well. You know, I had a couple injuries, but you know, outside of that, you know, I just was out there performing at a high level.
Got you.
Yeah. Life for none of us has really returned to normal, but we're starting to progress and do things to try to get back to normal. Are there any talks of resuming TBT this season for 2021? And if so, do you plan to participate?
I would imagine so, seeing as though they had a bubble TBT,
Right.
so things seem to be getting a lot. I mean, it's still COVID, but things seem to be, as you said, you know, getting a little bit better. So yeah, I would imagine they'd have a TBT tournament this summer. I'm not confirmed to be on any team or anything like that, so you know, I'm a free agent. I'll talk to a few guys, but if there's a tournament, most likely I'll be playing for sure.
Nice.
Wow. Now, no matter where you're from, you speak Big Five, the Palestra. It's just an atmosphere. It's an aura. It's legendary. When you say Big Five, what does that mean coming from a Big Five actual player of the year like yourself?
When I think of Big Five, I think of Philadelphia basketball, the rich history of Philadelphia basketball. Uh, you know, those 5 schools, you know, just being where they are and in the proximity that they are. Uh, you know, a lot of great players that came through all 5 of those schools. You know, it's just it's Philadelphia basketball. It's like the most historic thing in Philadelphia basketball, really. Like, so uh, I'm just grateful to have been a part of it. Some great battles versus all those schools.
Anyone that sticks out?
Uh, you know, I always wanted to play against Nova. They were always good and hot and
Mm-hmm.
ranked and stuff like that. So that was just an opportunity to play against, a ranked opponent, a Big East team and stuff like that. So yeah, we I think I want to say we was 3-1 in my 4 years versus Nova, something like that. So we I always look forward to that, and LaSalle as well. LaSalle, it was right up the street, and they had some Philly tough guys, and we went. I never lost to LaSalle.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Well, listen, Mr. Wyatt, we appreciate your time, but before we go, man, we got one more quick question to ask you, and we want you to be the coach. So that means you get a starting five for each one of these. So I want you to give us your best all-time Big Five team, your all-time top 5 Temple guys, and if you want to put together one as well, we'll take an all Philly team, 5 positions. Yeah, okay, so all Big 5, all Temple, all Philly.
Okay, we're going. And am I on any of these teams?
Nah, you the coach. You the coach.
I'm the coach.
You the coach.
We're gonna go with Pooh Allen from University of Penn. He's gonna be my starting point guard for my all Big 5 team.
All right.
We're gonna go with Aaron McKee at the 2. Cool. Coach McKee down there doing his thing at Temple. Shout out to him. We're gonna keep it at Temple for the 3, and we're gonna go to Eddie Jones.
Yes, sir.
We got Pooh, Aaron McKee, Eddie Jones. At the 4, we're gonna go with Big 5 4s. We're gonna go with an old vet. Y'all might not know his name. I seen some highlights. Lionel Simmons with the LaSalle.
L Train.
Lionel Simmons. We're gonna go with him at the 4. And then at the 5, we're gonna go with my big fella from Temple. We're gonna go LaVoy Allen.
LaVoy Allen. That's solid. That's solid. That's solid. All right, all Temple team.
All Temple, we're gonna go with Rick Brunson at the point. We're gonna go with Aaron McKee at the 2. We're gonna go with Eddie Jones at the 3. I want to throw Mark Macon in there. He's not a 4, but I'm just giving 5 guys.
You're 5.
You run it how you want to run it.
Yeah, it's your 5.
We're gonna play small ball. Eddie Jones can play the 4, so we're gonna have Mark Macon out there, who's a bucket.
Yes, sir.
And then the 5, we already put Voy on the all Big 5 team, so we're gonna go at the 5. We're gonna go with big fella Mark Jackson from
Mark Jackson, that's a solid one. All right, all Philly team, man. All Philly squad.
All Philly. Starting at point
guard.
Tough. That's super tough. Starting at point guard, we're gonna go with Kyle Lowry.
Yes, sir. I'll take that.
He's gonna be our NBA champion. Kyle Lowry is gonna start at the point. At the 2, we're gonna go with. At the 2, we're gonna go with Philly Chiefs. We're gonna go with Deion Waiters at the 2.
Ooh, I like that too.
Deion Waiters at the 2. Then we're gonna go with. We're just gonna take both of the Morris twins. We're gonna take both of the Morris twins, and then at the 5. At the 5, all time. It's all time, but it don't matter. At the 5, we're gonna go rest in peace. We're gonna go Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin, I respect that.
Go Griffin.
That'll be my.
Give you a 6 man. I give you a 6 man. Who are you taking 6 man?
6 man.
You gotta go with the legend though. How you get the legend on the roster yet?
I'm thinking these guys are still playing. Most of the guys I named. 6 man.
You gotta go with the Dipper. You gotta go with the Dip.
What do you think about Will? Well, that's all time. Yeah, Will before my time, way before my time. 6 man. I'm gonna go with Wayne Ellington. That's my guy.
Wayne's a solid one. Yeah, Wayne.
I thought you might have went with. I thought you would have went with Rasheed Wallace somewhere on there.
Rasheed Wallace. Yeah, I was thinking more recent. That's why I went with Lowry. He's still playing. Deion's still playing. Deion's still playing. The Twins, they still playing. Yeah. And then I'm with Eddie Griffin. He the only one.
Solid squad though.
Get busy.
Solid squad.
Well, listen, Mr. Wyatt, we hope that TBT get back to business this year through all this COVID stuff, man. To you and your family, hope you remain safe, man. But most importantly, man, best wishes in you continuing your playing career. And thank you so much for being solid with us today and spending some time on the Stoop. We greatly appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Thank y'all. Thanks for having me.
No doubt. Listen, this has been another great episode of Stoop for my guy, Kev P. We love y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you tune in for more episodes coming soon. Y'all be cool.